Indeed, lads, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I got for you guys the perfect tactics and player instructions to go perfectly along with this 4-1-2-1-2 narrow formation, guys. That's what I have for you today. If you stick around for the whole video, magic will be delivered to you. I can promise you that, guys, because this formation is very special. And the reason why I like it is because it's very similar to the 3-5-2. Even though it might not seem like it, there's a lot of similarities in the attack and the defensive line, guys. So we'll get to that in a bit, guys. I'm going to provide you some gameplay analysis provided by me when it comes to the tactics and player instructions to show you guys in game how this formation can be used to the best of its ability to your advantage to win those games. So make sure to stick around, guys, and we'll go through some player recommendations as well somewhere in between there in the video. Come on. By the way, this is not my current squad. This is just a squad that I was using during the process of working with the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow. But on that note, guys, the only formation we're going to focus on in this video is the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow itself. Starting off on the defensive side, guys, defensive style will be set to balanced, width set to 50, depth set to 60. Now, these three right here, guys, is just what you should have on all your tactics at this point in FIFA, guys. The depth being at 72 is a bit outdated. Nobody should really use that anymore. Drop your depth to 60 and have your backline a bit more secure. Width set to 50, very balanced, and defensive style set to balanced as well. There's no need for press after possession loss, any sort of pressure tactic or drop back, because if you want to press in game, you can manually trigger it with the D-pad down and left, I believe it is, and drop back just does not really work. So what we're going to do is hop into some clips right now and show you guys what the defensive shape will look like in this formation and what you should really do defensively in order to close those gaps and prevent your opponent from scoring on you. So defensively in this formation, guys, you're going to have 4 midfielders, so pretty much that's going to be your advantage defensively, guys, just having that clogged up midfield, a lot of bodies in there. And what you want to do is do not touch your back four unless you really have to. As you can see in all these clips here, I'm holding the center defensive mid position, Tonali in this case, and just using my R1 second man press for the outside center mids to help out as well. But pretty much that's what you have to do in order to have a solid structure defensively to not open up any gaps for your opponent to score easily. Moving on to the offensive side now, guys, build up play will be set to balance, chance creation will be set to direct passing. Now this combo here, it's been like this all year for a reason. Nothing new, nothing has changed. Top players, pros, they all use it for a reason. Direct passing, by the way, is a must. You must have this set on chance creation, because what it does is, if you do not know already, is pushes your opponent's backline into their 18, into their 6 naturally, because your forwards are making a lot of runs in behind, just pushing their backline, and their backline does not know how to really keep the high line unless they do an offside trap. So if they don't do that, their backline will be inside their 6, inside their 18, and makes it easy for you to put offensive pressure and score a lot of goals in that top of the 18, top of the box area with that extra pass method that you're going to see a lot in these clips that I have to show you here now on the build-up play and chance creation side of things in this 4-1-2-1-2. Come on. The build-up play in the 4-1-2-1-2 narrow, guys, is something very easy to do because you have a lot of bodies in the middle of the park. As you can see here, we have the 3 midfielders, the center defensive mid, left center mid, and right center mid. Then we have the center attacking mid and the 2 strikers above them. So there's a bunch of triangles everywhere, a bunch of trios, I guess you can say, with the 2 strikers and center attacking mid working together, and the left center mid, right center mid, and defensive mid working to get out of that backline area. As you can see here, we build up with Tonali, Insigne, back to Tonali, into our right center mid, Isco, and we're just going forward using the triangles that we have in this formation, guys. If we need some width, we can go wide to our outside backs, but if not, as you can see, it's not needed. We're just going to work it here in that top box area into Adama now, and we always have a player open, making a run. These outside center mids, guys, they're arguably the most important players in this formation. The runs they make from the midfield that are unmarked is what you have to look out for in the offensive side of things, guys, because they make these runs, as I keep saying, that are unmarked. And if you can really find them and realize when they're happening, you'll score so many goals. As you can see here, Isco getting a bit wide. These outside center mids will get wide. They'll stay narrow. They do what they really want, and that's really the advantages of them, because it gives you that free flow in the attack and defensively as well, guys. Now for the chance creation direct passing side of things, guys, in that top of the box final third area with this formation, it is straight magic, I am telling you right now. Now I'm going to pause it though, because I want you guys to see this offensive structure we're going to have when you're in this top of the box area. So you're going to see our center defensive mid, our lone center defensive mid, Tonali is going to be on the ball. We have our outside center mids, Isco and Insigne in this case here. Insigne is going to be more out wide. I don't know why that is, guys, but one outside center mid in the attacking third area will be more out wide, and one will be more tucked in, Isco in this case. But take a look at the important players, guys. The attacking trio lined up across my opponent's top of 18, and you're going to love it when your opponent is playing a back 4, because take a look at this. If you really look, Correa and Adama are being unmarked. They're in between your opponent's outside back and center backs, and Bale is right in between my opponent's 2 center backs, unmarked as well. So if you really think about it, all 3 of them are unmarked. And what it's going to do here, guys, is when I play to one of my striker, my opponent's going to pull out a center back to mark him because he's being unmarked, and that's going to leave the gap open for the other striker on the other side, Correa in this case, to score an easy tapping goal, that extra pass method that I brought up earlier. Take a look at this clip. Adama on the ball, he pulls out Chiellini, but we still have Correa on the other side in that gap that we saw that was always going to be open. We already saw it about 10 steps ahead of this guy. And what you really need to do in this chance creation top of the box area side of things, guys, is use left stick dribbling in that corner of the 18 area that Isco was doing, now that Correa is doing. Just mess with your opponent, left, right, just move the stick around, guys. I'm telling you, wait for those gaps to open up when your strikers show. flick the switch, play him in, and score some goals as you see here, guys. Once again, this formation makes it so easy to score goals. Corner of the 18 area here once again. Bit of left stick dribbling, messing around. We find that top of the box player, and we play the open striker to score some goals. By the way, I was down that game 2-0, but as you can see, never lose here, boys. 4-3 dub. For the rest of the offensive tactics, guys, we're going to have the width set to 40, the players in box set to 6, corners 2, free kicks 1. Now, in this formation, guys, you're going to want to have certain players with certain qualities in certain positions, so we're going to run through that real quick. 2 strikers up here, Correa and Adama. You're going to want to have pure strikers in this game, guys. If you're a skiller, I recommend you get some skillers. I didn't have skillers here, but I did have the 5-star weak foot, which is very crucial in a striker as well. Gareth Bale, the center attacking mid, a guy with good passing skills, pace, some heading ability, and a long shot ability as well. This guy here is going to play like another striker as well. He's going to get in those positions beyond your striker sometimes, so make sure this player here has a finishing ability as well. The outside center mids, Isco and Insigne, it is totally fine to use 2 attacking outside center mids. I'm telling you, you do not need box-to-box or defensive mids as one of these outside center mids. You do not need it at this point in the game, and works perfectly fine for me, but if you want to, go ahead and do so. You definitely can. Defensive mid, a pure defensive mid, and the back 4, just proper defenders for you. Just get a proper outside back and a proper center back, and of course a proper goalie in net. Finally, moving on to the instructions, guys, starting off with their strikers. We're gonna have both of them set to stay forward, and one of them, the faster one in this case, Adama Traore, set to get him behind. So whichever one's faster for you, set him to get in behind. So we're going to go through some clips now and show you guys what these strikers offer for you in game on the pitch. Come on. So I already showed you guys the strikers, you know, when they're in that top of the box area, that they're always there for that extra pass, as you're going to see here in this clip as well. Bale layoff to Correa, easy goal. But also in the attack with these 2 strikers, guys, you can really just get going. You have 2 strikers to go with. You have the center attacking mid and outside center mid, Isco in this case, to build up with, lay a ball off, and go ahead in behind, use give and go action plays, guys. It's very easy to just get forward with these 2 strikers because you have 2 options going forward. That's what 2 strikers gives you, obviously. And pretty much, guys, just pretty much go forward. L1X, give and go passes, a bit of skill here by Adama, what a goal this is going to be. But you can really just get forward and get going with these strikers, and you don't always have to just delay it and possess the whole time, guys. Don't worry about it. You can get going fast, or you can take it easy, however you like with these 2 strikers. They offer you everything. Moving on to the center attacking mid, guys. Gareth Bale, what a player for this position, guys, the center attacking mid. But what they're going to be set to is just stay forward, and that is it. You want this player to be like a center forward right under your 2 strikers to give support going forward. You don't really need him to come back and defend. He will, though, but also just going forward is really more important. So you're going to see some clips now on what this center attacking mid offers you on the pitch. Your center attacking mid is going to be in those great positions like your strikers are as well, to score some goals with that extra pass method, as you see here, guys. He's going to get in positions coming from the midfield unmarked, and he's going to be wide open for some goals, easy tap-ins, as you're going to see here. Again, coming from the midfield, no defender of your opponent is really going to track his run. Sloppy goal right there, but it works out. But pretty much you just really have to look out for when he's coming from that, you know, midfield position, to really look out for that extra pass, as you see that's going on here. Onto the outside center mids, guys. The players that I said are arguably the most important players in this squad. They're both going to be set to get into box for cross, and that is it. Make sure they're both set to cover wing as well. That way they can cover the flanks defensively when your opponent has a wide formation. But let's take a look at what these guys do for you in game. Your outside center mids may even score more goals than your strikers. I'm telling you right now, that's how crucial they are in the attack. You're going to see in this next clip here, well done Insigne, by the way. This play is going to start with one outside center mid and end off with the other getting into box for a cross. As you can see, Isco getting in on a goal here from getting into the box for cross, the tactic that we have set on the both of them. But you're going to see in this next clip here, they just really create a lot of opportunity, a lot of chances from this corner of the 18 area, and they make these runs that are unmarked into the 18. As you can see, Isco here getting in on some goals. Your lone center defensive mid, in this case Tonali, will be set to cut passing lane, stay back while attacking, and cover center. What this player does for you guys is really just defend, anchor that defense, be right in front of them, and just sit there, put a chair down for them, guys, and they'll just sit there and defend and cover ground. But offensively, they're like that pivot player to go from the left side of the field to the right side, or also into that top of the box, that entry pass to score some goals. And you'll see right now in some clips. Let's go. In these clips here, you're really just going to see these 2 plays just go through Tonali. When you really have nothing going forward for you in this top of the box area, you can always just have some composure and play it back to that pivot player, the center defensive mid, who's going to be unmarked. Look at Tonali, amount of time and space that he has, guys, is just insane. He's always going to be unmarked for some reason, but hey, we'll take it. If we ever need some pressure relief, we always got our defensive mid to find those entry passes in, or just switch the point of attack to score some goals. So make sure to use them when you need them. For the outside backs, we're going to have them both set to stay back while attacking and overlap. The center backs I do not touch, and neither do I touch the keeper position as well. So that's pretty much what I got for you guys today. This formation, guys, is so special. I'm telling you right now, it's so easy to attack and defend as well. Clogging up the midfield, it gives you that advantage with those bodies. The amount of bodies they have in the middle of the park just gives you that upper hand on your opponent always. And if you really use this formation to its advantages that I just showed you, you will have no problem in Fut Champs, Rivals, whatever you play, guys. So good luck with this, guys. I hope you got some value from this video. Other than that, join the Discord. Take care.